Alright, welcome back to the Agamemnon game review. I'm Agamemnon the First. Today's broadcast is being recorded on the 4th of September 2018. It's 9:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The video was captured on the 24th of August 2018. In the last video, we dealt with the king being stabbed. And that's pretty much where we left off. We unlocked our second piece of Azeroth gear. And now we have to go deal with these side quests first. One of the things that we got in the last video was we got that hand to go down enhance power from the Azeroth gear. I want to go test that out. One thing that I don't know at this point in playing as of the 24th of August is that can we eventually get the Azeroth gear in purple? I imagine we will. Probably not at the correct level for that, but once we get into doing more raiding and stuff like that, we probably will be able to. I don't remember why I was delayed. But I don't remember being delayed when I recorded this. But it was over a week ago, actually. We did manage to get a good, decent production schedule the last couple of days with the storm. Seems like there was a tropical depression all last week in Florida. Or actually a tropical wave, so it was like rainy all week, and it was actually pretty good. But looks like that storm system went up north and flooded out Illinois, parts of the Midwest. They're like experiencing flood conditions, and they're getting like the weekend side of that tropical wave. We got the full brunt of it. And one thing Florida has an advantage of over all the other states in the country is that it's the physical geography and geology is geared for severe storms. guess because it's a limestone environment. The ground is limestone, not bedrock. It absorbs water, so the state is very porous. Ground's very porous, so even if you get a lot of rain and downpour it, the ground absorbs it over a couple of days, and then it makes its way back out to sea and sustains the Florida aquifers, which is actually pretty cool. Which is why Florida tends, I think, to bounce back from these large, severe storms. Where a lot of the other states, where they're up in the mountains, where they have that bedrock core, the water doesn't drain as well. There we are, we started moving, yay. I decided to go over here and talk to this guy while I was here, because his thing lit up after I talked to Bane, so must be important.
Zandala will endure.
Kajamite. Kajamust. Isn't Kajamite a goblin thing? This guy doesn't know the king's been stabbed. Or he's lying. If you look at the quest pad, it pushed all those other things down, so decided to go do these ones first, working my way back to the wounded king. Telling my people I'm a slow adventurer. Only 112. I think as of the day I'm doing the voiceover, I'm only 113. I don't mind. I enjoy taking my time. Enjoying the game. I don't really see why people rush. I understand that people rush, but I don't get why. If it takes them 3 years to develop new content, and you blow through all this stuff in like a week, you're gonna be basically sitting around doing nothing, right? Why not just take your time and enjoy it, savor the moment, enjoy the sights. This stream, or this video, which was recorded on the 24th, is what's a Friday? So this would be the last one, and then we do another Sunday night stream. I don't know what officially to call the Sunday night one, because it's basically you're playing in the who's my main character. But she's back, just starting the Mista Pandaria stuff, so she's quite a ways behind this character. This character was a boosted character, so I wanted to play along with the content as it was fresh. I was really excited that we finally got to talk with Bane in the story. I'm not really a big Bane follower, more of a Sylvanas follower, but he's kind of been quiet in the expansion, except for a couple of cutscenes. Haven't really said much. He had a big part in before the storm. Him and Sylvanas talked. And, he wasn't really. He had a small little part in a good war. So these next couple of quests takes us to
Do you need protection?
gets this little west area here, west side of the town. They're actually right near each other. They look really far in the map, but they're just really down the road from each other. So I decided to start closer to the town, work my way out, and it would connect back up to where we were in the previous video. Any chance you can get to grab a flight master, and that's always cool. Watching on the other display here, it's Tuesday night. I'm doing the recording, the voiceover, and all the other people are excited to get to do the first raid. Getting ready to watch that. These are all Alliance guys, so it's gonna be interesting to see how people handle the first raid this week. One thing that's I consider a highlight for World of Warcraft as a game is that there's so much to do in World of Warcraft and so much to learn that there's not a day that goes by that I don't learn something new about the game that I didn't really know, and it's just interesting. Anytime a new expansion comes out, it's a definitely a chance to learn new material, but there's a lot of things that are in the game, that have been in the game for a while that I don't really know about. So, it's fun to get to learn new things in the game. New aspects of the game that you didn't really know about. I added a new damage add-on in head-up display, and it wiped out my UI. And I ended up having to uninstall World of Warcraft and reinstall it to get a clean copy of the game. And somehow that took out fraps when I put those add-ons in. I haven't been able to use fraps for the last couple days, so I've been using Windows Recorder, which isn't as good as fraps, but it's okay. So I didn't know whether it was the new add-ons that wiped out my UI or not, but it's some stuff going on there. Me, I'm the kind of person that if I load up an add-on into the game and it wipes out my UI, I won't necessarily be upset, but I don't really like that. Because it's such a pain in the butt to go reinstall the game and reset everything back. And have to put everything back to the way you liked it. kind of annoying. Chance to examine the flora. Is it flora or flora? This little town. It's not really a town, it's more of a village. Alright, encampment. Figured to run up here and use this flight master.
What's the word on the street?
Clearing out this quest.
Go get him, champ.
The raid's about to start. Starting to form up now.
Keep your ear to the ground. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, as we go through some of these parts, I may not necessarily speak to it. Doesn't mean I don't have anything meaningful to say. It's just I like to have a nice balance of commenting and non-commenting. Plus, there's not much to comment on and talking to the quest giver. So I thought I had did these in a different order, but apparently I didn't.
Cannot command.
We have to go over here and deal with these silverback gorillas. Which is interesting because we're going with an Aztec South American theme here, but the silverback gorillas are African, right? These were a fun series of quests to do. You had to knock out these just rebelling gorillas, and then you had to help the ones that were kind of enslaved. Eventually, you work your way to knock out the queen. But when you think of it in a larger perspective, here they are, the Zandalari trolls. They've been around, what? Rasticon's been in charge, what, 200 years? And they can't stop a couple gorillas? Really? We were actually able to knock out a couple of these quests in this area, collecting the Casumites. They had to do a bit of a survey, and then crossbow. Let's knock out some of these gorillas.
I need to get closer.
Now here was interesting. I had to. I wanted to really walk over there, so I decided to walk around, come down onto this ledge, and then reach up and grab it, rather than fall all the way off the thing. Because it looked like I couldn't come back up that slope. It looked like it was a long way back. We come up to this guy. It's like, free my people. And as a Forsaken person, we're like, don't tell me about oppression. Singing to the choir. Singing to the choir. So, gorillas like to scratch their hiney. One thing that's a benefit to being a demonologist is like when your horde's sitting there fighting the mob, you can go ahead and click on the stuff. Keep the story going. But one thing this has given us experience at using the